Hello everyone and welcome back to another War Thunder preview video, and today we're going to have a look at another crafting event vehicle, and this time it is the Lübeck-Class Frigate, which is, or the Lübeck, because this is a Köln-Class Frigate, or Cologne if you want to call it in its English name. Now, let's have a look at the key features of this neat little boat from the 1960s. It is a crafting event vehicle, as already mentioned, meaning you can get it for free, aka free in the sense of you have to use your time, and time isn't free, hence why the air quotation marks. It does have good firepower and good mobility. It has hardly any protection. The mobility, as already mentioned, is proper, and the torpedoes will have low caliber. And apparently, when we're taking it out of the text, they are a little bit smaller than what the Köln-Class Frigate has. Talking about armament and the torpedoes, you can see the torpedoes right there. Yeah, this is the main difference between the Köln-Class Frigate and the Lübeck right here. Because the Lübeck has two more torpedo tubes which have a smaller caliber, and that's as far as I know about it. So we once again have two 100mm guns in one turret, one on the front and one on the aft. Two 40mm turrets, two 40mm turrets with two 40mm guns in them, and as I mentioned, the 4x torpedo tubes. And again, they are smaller than the Köln. As you can see right here, we also have some anti-submarine mortars. As far as I know, they don't really have any use just yet. Well, maybe later we will see. But yeah, there we can see basically the basic armament. The 40mm turret emplacement with the two guns, and the 100mm turret emplacement in the front. To the mobility, I just took the stat card of the Köln-Class Frigate because they are sister ships, so I highly doubt there will be any big difference in mobility-wise. It has 51 kph top speed, which is fairly decent, I would say. It's obviously not the 75 kph top speed the squadron vehicle Shimakaze has, but that's still fairly okay. Maybe it is slightly slower because it has two more torpedo tubes. Here we can see the aft section, and there you can see the other one Bofors gun, or 140mm gun emplacement, which we will also have mirrored on the other side most likely. So the survivability, again, there is no real armor. Our hull has 60mm of steel, and the superstructure has 4mm of steel. The crew with around 238 persons, maybe it's a little bit more, maybe it's a little bit less, depending on how much those torpedo tubes need, is fairly okay. So it doesn't have too little survivability, but then again, you can see basically only those encasements for the anti-aircraft guns have some additional hardened armor, or some hardened armor in general. So yeah, you are a running gunboat. You are literally a gunboat. Try your best and shoot them down. You are not going to stand long, most likely, against like heavy cruisers like a Mogami or something in that direction. So yeah. Prediction, I highly doubt the battle rating will be anything different. Maybe it's 5.0 because of the two additional torpedo tubes which have a smaller caliber. I'd say it stays at 4.7. The big question is, though, is this going to be the high level reward or the lower level reward? You know, that is hard to say. That is honestly hard to say because I don't really have a clue. I guess it will be the high level reward and not the low level one. And you might also have seen it already. We do know what the high-level reward will be for the crafting event for the tanks. It will be the Merkava Mark III. At least that is what's being talked about on Reddit, which sounds interesting, to be honest. We'll see how that goes. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel and want to stay up to date with your War Thunder related stuff. Again, this stuff, ships, it's not my métier. I can just tell you the stats, how it is, and from what I've heard from other people. But that's about it. But again, let me know if you enjoyed the video, if you like the quick take on the news. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I see you in another video. Cheers, my dudes.